What's going on, hikers? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a number of pieces of gear that you didn't know you needed until now. Our mission on this channel is to help you increase your quality of life while you're out on trail. So let's look at that first piece of gear, and that is, it is a base layer. And you might be thinking, yeah, you've talked about base layers, you're layering up. Well, I got a comment recently, and it's like, I see you doing top base layers. Okay, and I know you take them off whenever you get hot, but what about the bottom half of you? This right here is the perfect example of a base layer that I would wear on the bottom half of me. It's a wool blend. This one's made by Backcountry, and the most underrated thing on this piece of gear, P-hole. P-hole, I mean, you guys, you know, shout out to my guys. P-hole is, when you don't have it, that's when you need it. So I'll link this and all of the pieces of gear that we talk about today in the description, but you need a bottom base layer too, and that would be a great fit for you. Our second piece of gear, I'll hit you over the head with it. It is a frying pan, and you can take any frying pan with you, but I take this one. It's an 8-inch Sea to Summit Alpha pan is what they call it, and really its job is to fry anything that I'd fry at home. Sometimes I'll take eggs, bacon, steak, heat up biscuits, put you some aluminum foil, or as we call it, tin foil, over the top and hold in some of the heat. You can see it's all blackened because I use it over the fire quite a bit, but you can use it over your camp stove too. 8.6 ounces. This thing will not break your back, and as you can see, it folds up to be a little bit more compactable. So if you want to take a frying pan, I would suggest this one because it's the most ultralight and a good medium size that I could find. Our third piece of gear is going to help keep you really comfortable on trail, and I actually have 3 options for you. The Helinox Chair Zero at about £1 pound. I have the Helinox Sunset Chair at like 3 and a little bit less than half a pound, 3.5, 3 pounds, 6 ounces, something like that. But there's a new chair in the game. It's made by Big Agnes. I got to sit in one at a recent trip that I went on because my buddy John Kelly purchased one, who I do the backpacking podcast with. And this chair, the Big Agnes Skyline UL chair, this thing is pretty awesome. It doesn't break the bank at how much it costs, and it's not super heavy either, and it's a good in between. It sits really high, a lot higher than the Helinox Chair Zero, and it doesn't weigh that much more. So that is another great one to check out. If you're wondering where to check out all this awesome gear, it is in today's video sponsor's website, backcountry.com. Like I said before, I'll link everything below. And Backcountry has all kinds of gear, not just backpacking gear, not just camping gear. Get on there, get you a t-shirt. Like I bought this one, thought it was cool, had some trippy mushrooms on it. Made by Stoic on Backcountry site, but I'll help you save some money. Use my code JeremiahBC15 for 15% off your first order. And there are some exclusions that apply. So while you're shopping around on there, pick you out some gear. If you're stuck between a couple different ones, maybe try talking to one of their gearheads who are experts in all kinds of different fields when it comes to the outdoors. And you can chat with them, or if you want, you can call them up on the phone and you can have a great conversation about, should I get this piece of gear? Should I get that one? Which one fits my needs? Where do I even start? You probably have all kinds of questions. Well, those gearheads are gonna help you out. So a huge thank you to backcountry.com for sponsoring today's video, continuing to support our channel, making these videos possible for you, and helping save you a little bit of money whenever you're doing your shopping. Our fourth piece of gear are some type of half-finger gloves. Now these are my go-tos whenever it's gonna be really cold, but I usually don't hike in these. I'll sweat in them. My alternative is just a weightlifting glove, or you can get some like half-finger gloves that are made for climbing, or you can go with some sun gloves if maybe you're out west and you're gonna be in a lot of sun. But I really love the half-finger aspect of whatever gloves that you pick out, because I want the dexterity of being able to use my fingers whenever I'm out on trail. I'm always doing something that's involved my fingers around camp, whether it's making a fire or prepping some food, and I don't like taking my gloves on and off. So half-finger gloves for the wind, or if you don't like gloves, you can go with some mitts. You can get different mittens that actually the whole piece of the hand will come off as well as over the thumb. I got some by Outdoor Research that are awesome for that. So half-finger gloves, or something that's going to allow you to use your fingers. Our fifth piece of gear is going to keep you from running out of breath, and that is either some type of pump in order to inflate your sleeping pad, or some type of pump sack. Now, a lot of times you'll buy a sleeping pad and it'll come with a pump sack like this. You basically just blow into the top and roll it down, and that I don't know, take 3 or 4 times to blow up your sleeping pad depending on how big it is. But different companies have started making these little pumps, and you can get one for whatever sleeping pad that you own. A lot of popular ones would be like a Nemo or maybe a NeoAir. Those different companies though, Exped, they make these little pumps that attach, and then in 1 to 2 minutes you just turn it on and then it blows the pad up for you. So whew, we kicked it into overdrive there. So if you want to save yourself a little bit of energy and not run out of breath from blowing up your sleeping pad, you just sit it and forget it, maybe try out one of those pumps. Now, they do take batteries or they are rechargeable, so that's a little added extra weight, but who cares if you're living life in luxury? Am I right? So I want you to comment below and help me find some pieces of gear that I haven't heard of, because I'm always looking to try different things. What's going to help me the most whenever I'm out on trail, give me a great time. Also, give me one of these if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and kick the notification bell for the latest notifications. Check out backcountry.com, use my discount code JeremiahBC15. We'll see you in the next one.